Welcome back to the GFL. You know me, I'm Stephen B. And tonight,
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Take flight, get loud, and welcome your New York Jets!
Set now to wrap up a busy week of football. Happy to have you with us. And, folks, we are underway on Monday Night Primetime. And they will wrangle them down a couple yards shy of the 30. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And prior to last season, his team asked him to put everyone on his back and carry them to success, and he did exactly that. Now, at this point in his career, all he cares about is postseason success and finding a way to get his team to a Super Bowl.
In motion, the tight end. Allen going to look to throw on the first play. It's caught by Coleman. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 37-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Allen taking it himself. And he is going to have a Bills first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
A gain of a yard.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he stopped immediately there. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And now they'll throw with Allen. Over the middle, complete. That's Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
Bills, first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Taken down right at
Tackle on that play by Quentin Williams.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Cook. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
First down.
Good sign here early. Everybody on offense there up front in the backfield in sync on that play.
So much talk about what do you do to neutralize home field advantage? Well, teams that run the football effectively, they often have a way of neutralizing it in a big way when they have those types of runs.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On play action, Allen. Throw left side to Kincaid. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Touchdown, Buffalo.
Dalton Kincaid from 13 yards out. And the Bills put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And able to get this out to the 25. So here come the Jets for their initial possession of the game. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And normally when you talk about a quarterback on his third team in as many years, you're worried about this kid's potential. But in this case, Justin Fields has plenty of it, and he flashed it big time during his short tenure in Pittsburgh. Now he has an opportunity in New York to be a full-time starter once again, and the Jets are excited about his potential.
One play action, Fields. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Off play action, Fields. Now he's going to step up and run. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Third and 5. Fields. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for the Jets. First down. First and 10.
But they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Ed Oliver through the line and hitting him for the loss.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. From the gun, here's Fields. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a third down coming up. Out of the gun, Fields. Well, going deep here for Taylor. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
So one first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on third down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
So on fourth down, out comes Austin McNamara to punt for New York. Deep for the Bills is Brandon Condrington. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Allen. That's caught by Kincaid, working the middle of the field. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And they're going to face a third down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Now 3rd down and 7. Now Allen. losing 9 yards there. And it also brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to punt. Deep for the Jets, Isaiah Davis. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. They'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Ball again on 2nd down. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
3rd down and 1. Now Fields. He dumps this one off here to Hall. We'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
But we know the guys up front have to protect when it's a pass play, but it's really out wide. Sometimes you're going to swing a tight end or maybe even an offensive tackle to get out there, but most of the time it's fellow wide receivers, and they really weren't up to the task there, were they?
Do you like that call on your own side of the field?
I don't mind that call at all, just about anywhere. But the key is you have to have the confidence, and then they have to execute their blocking assignments. Otherwise, you get the end result we just saw there.
The Bills' offense now, they get set to head back on the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Play action. Now it's Allen. He's got a man. It's his fullback.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 5. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down. A gain of 7. 1st down, Bill.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's on the guard, David Edwards.
Still 1st down.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. To throw, it's Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Allen now looks to throw. He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it second down.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely to pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
Now Allen. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. To the air, Allen. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far into this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Here's Fields. This pass out wide to Hall. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So 8 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second and a couple.
8 yards.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
They'll give to Hall. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Now Fields going to run, and he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Play action. It's Fields. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Jet first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And check down, complete to Hall. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout, and they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The folks' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. Halftime here on Monday Night Primetime. It is off to Orlando we go. Here is Scott Hansen with our halftime report. Scott.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the second half. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now the Jets going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. This is a game, Charles, it's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trail by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
In motion right, that's Wilson. They'll fake the handoff, now Fields. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage with a flag down here to boot. So they may back up further. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Fields. He finds Wilson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 36 yards on the play.
The Jets. First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And just shutting him off there. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 39.
That's good.
The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
Brings up second and
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. A play fake, now Fields to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills 16. A good pick up there at 22.
Jets, first down. First and 10 at the
I love the drive they're
16-yard
working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
They run it with Hall off the option. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 4 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
First down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away.
Breece Hall. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Jets have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. So he had the nice run to get him down there, was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Nick Folk for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Left side, Cook. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's 3rd and 6. And the slot man goes in motion left. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Intended for Keon Coleman.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will take over. New York set to take the field. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Looking to put a drive together. Off play action. Fields. Connection made to Ruckert. Broke a tackle, but not much room there. Just up past the 25, no further.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Straight ahead is Hall. Dancing away at the 35. And he'll have a Jets first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Fields now to throw. To the left side, he's got the tight end Taylor. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Back to throw, Fields. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time to have a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
From the gun, here's Fields. And he'll find the open man. That's complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 33. He got 29 yards that time.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Taking a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Fields. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up second down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on Monday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now Fields. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the
It's getting cold in here, partner, because it looks like he's trying to ice this one away. Yeah, I know, bad dad joke, but what the heck, right? Scrambling for that first after the D blanketed his receivers, that's a backbreaker for the defense. They finish this drive off with 6, and this one could be over.
Opted to run for it, the decision again, and picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
That's another Jets first down. First and goal.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
59 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Ball again. But he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Now Fields going to run. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They snap it to Fields. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They wanted to throw for it. A surprise does not work on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get them the football back. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. A big opportunity to tie it with 3 or take the lead with a touchdown. Their defense definitely did their part with that pivotal 4th down stop. They start the drive with Cook. They'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down.
Well, that's the thing, the beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Now 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Allen. His throw incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Here's Allen. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Bills send the punter out, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. New York's offense back out there and set to go. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
He finds Taylor, complete. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Fields going to keep it running right. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. On the counter, it's Hall. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you have people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now it's Fields. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game.
Leads to third down.
The Jets on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Fields. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
16 yards.
And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Bills are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They'll come up now on second down. Throwing, Allen. That's caught by Shakir.
No timeout. You got to go quick here.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
A big play here as the crowd noise rises. 3rd and 1. To throw is Allen. That is caught. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10. That is caught by Shakir. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
6 yards.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
26-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Allen. That's completed right side to Palmer. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
15 yards.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there for the offense. They're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. CD, that was an all-or-nothing drive to win this football game, and they rose to the occasion to take the lead here in the waning moments.
And how about how they got it done? No timeouts left. They take it downfield, execute perfectly, and get it done. Now they don't leave their opponent with a heck of a lot of time on the clock.
Prater on to add the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was all polished off with a Khalil Shakir touchdown catch. Touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Jets offense and quarterback Justin Fields heading back out there. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. This is 1st and 10. Now Fields. It's complete. Lazard. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reynolds. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's 1st down. Back to throw. Fields. He gets it underneath to Hall. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to them, and it's paying off.
No timeouts. 6 seconds to play. And one last throw here for Fields. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. And a great game comes down to this. Time for one play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
And I want every cover guy I've got in the game on defense, every extra defensive back who can make a play on the football. So whether it's nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you want to call it, I want 5, 6, 7 guys back there.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's caught. And they've won the football game. Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal, because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.